Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, if you didn't catch our members only, then definitely go be a part of that replay. Jason and I are still operating, even though feeling like absolute garbage. But that's okay. Look, here we are. So, yeah. I saw where they dropped the Real Housewives of Orange County midseason trailer, and not just that, but the fact that Vicki and Tamra might be making some sort of reconciliation. We have a lot to talk about, lots to discuss. Now, before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I say, okay, let's just jump right in. All right, guys. So if we're talking about the mid-season trailer, let me just give you a few of the highlights. Well, Tamra Judge and Gretchen Rossi, it kind of seemed like we were getting to a great place because they were skipping down the beach, but clearly Emily was right. Emily Simpson, when she was like, this is like milk, it has the shelf life where it gets spoiled. Well, the long-standing feud comes back to a head. And it almost seemed like the confrontation became like near physical. And then Gretchen was crying out, saying, I've kept my mouth shut forever. Well, Emily Simpson is physically, literally restraining Tamra, who yells at Gretchen, telling her to fuck off. But Tamra, during the conversation with her husband, Eddie, claimed that Gretchen got drunk and she told the story about her, implying that there was gossip and potentially even slander. And that was the reason that everything hit ahead. Now, after all of this conflict, the cast seemed like they were pretty shaken, but Tamara demands an explanation, and Emily asks, where do we go from here? And Gina Kirschenheiter said, I don't like any of this. But then there were concerns about Shannon's drinking, and that's intensified because Gina voiced her worries, saying, with Shannon, I do worry about her. And Tamara said she doesn't feel like she has a problem. Oh, God. Not the drinking story again. But at a toast for the upcoming Amsterdam cast trip, Tamra relays Gina's concern for Shannon. Even Gina said that she's concerned about your drinking right now. And that's where Shannon reacted pretty fucking pissed off. And she said, are you fucking kidding me? Now moving on, Emily accuses Heather Dubrow, saying Heather is scared of Tamra when asked if a real friendship even exists between them. And Gina said, Heather's a pussy. God. Jennifer Pedranti also opened up about her upcoming wedding to Ryan Boyajian, and she confessed that her current relationship does not ultimately work, but she would have to lose Ryan if it doesn't work. Now, Katie, she's been left out of the cast trip to Amsterdam, and I think that we're all like wondering what that situation is going to look like. But hold on. In case you're wondering, there's always a clip.
Tamara, when was the last time you actually spoke with her?
I texted with her, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And something was said. She said something. Oh, I know what it was. I did a post and like a story, like ask me anything. And I said something nice about her or having her come back, and then return, this is typical Vicki. Oh, I love Tamra. I love her so much. We have so much in common. We've known each other forever. And so it kind of went to that. And then I heard about that. Then I texted her a video of us, like a montage of all the funny moments that somebody put together. And then she wrote me back the next day. And she's like, "Oh, I love this." And then it hasn't been anything.
She's easy to get mad, but easy to forget.
Yeah, but the thing is like, I don't think there was any reason for her to be mad towards me or at me. It was more, she was, because I called Shannon out last year, so she was like,
Tamara, when was the last time you actually spoke with her? Last year, and I don't think she liked our friendship.
No,
not yours.
No, so I think it's fine. I don't have any hard feelings.
But those are the questions, guys. We gave you, I think, because you called Shannon out last year, and I don't think she liked our friendship.
No,
not yours.
No, so I think it's fine. I don't have any hard feelings.
But those are the questions, guys. tells them that Katie brought Gina's name up about implying that Gina made a racist comment about Katie's jacket. Is that an Asian designer? Then when Kiki leaves, Gretchen starts crying about how messed up it is. Gretchen's performance here is kind of embarrassing to me. I think like she deserved a Razzie for it.
A Razzie. Well, look, I think when you do these things, this is what happens, you know?
So let's break down, because I haven't really been talking to you about this. So because you've been gone, you have more of an issue with Katie here than you do with Gretchen.
Well, I dislike both's behavior, but Katie's has gone on longer than Gretchen's.
Right.
Well, Gretchen's has potentially been going on since the beginning of time. We don't know. We didn't watch.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it back then. So I was going to let like the over 15-year-old beef die, but apparently it's still alive. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
And here we tells them that Katie brought Gina's name up about implying that Gina.
And here we go.
But
the whole thing about bringing quote outside reporters in, like, this is not the way you do Housewives. I'm sorry, that's just not what you do. The show is about a group of women and friendships within that. You don't drag in outside sources to do what? Fight your battles for you, to leak information. Like, this is not what's going on. If I was in charge of this show, I would absolutely say that's a no-no.
Yeah. Well, it's not only a no. I mean, granted, I'm not giving Katie a free pass here, but I am saying I do think Gretchen told her.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Even though I don't, you know, we'll get to lie detector tests later, but I think Gretchen told her, and I think Gretchen told her. I don't know that Gretchen can keep track of what she's saying, because sometimes she says that she did go to the hospital. Sometimes she says
I saw that too. Like it's kind of semantics. No, I said I was sick enough to go to the hospital. The drugged thing was, and I remember in Atlanta, and here we go. But the whole thing about bringing, when there was that whole accusation of, well, Phaedra brought out that Candy and Todd were going to drug Portia. Like, this is, you know, we didn't see Phaedra after that.
Yeah, we didn't see.
And so this, to me, when you use the word drugged and shit like that, like, now we're stepping into something else other than a housewife show.
So in your mind, you think Gretchen, this is before Gretchen was back on the show. She goes to dinner with Jen and Gretchen and their husbands, and they are all just shit talking, and then all of a sudden Gretchen doesn't realize it's going to come back and bite her in the ass.
Right. And this is what happens when you do that. When you go to dinner off camera and you have your husbands and you have these conversations, you never have a clean chance here.
Yeah.
And that's really what in my opinion, that's what this is.
And then what are your thoughts on this Gina comment?
Which Gina comment?
Gina commenting, oh, is that an Asian designer?
I mean, I don't know, when there was that whole accusation. Oh, but it didn't feel like it was a slight.
Well, Gina then later on says, you know, she was saying it as a compliment, like,
or as a question,
or as a compliment. But then it made it seem like she was putting her down, because I guess when Katie first came on the show, she said, I'm only going to be wearing Asian designers. And it was this cool thing, and she was excited about it.
Well,
but then she started coming on wearing only like Balenciaga and like.
Oh, so it changed.
It changed.
She had. Well, you can criticize her for changing if you're saying, I'm only going to do this, which is great. Support whom you want to support. And I don't, you know, was it catty? Possibly. I need more context.
I think we're good. Well, I think we'll probably get some, but I think after this episode, we don't see Katie much anymore.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, I think that this is, and we just little super tease. I think I have Katie on the pod next week.
Do you really?
I think so. So I'll be able to.
Oi. All right, guys. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, especially with the mid-season trailer, but also kind of like the breakdown of what's going on behind the scenes. I think that Teddy and Erica are doing a fantastic job breaking it down. I feel like they didn't say anything that I wouldn't have said. So yeah, I'm all behind it. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section, please. And I'm going to go take some Alka-Seltzer. So love you guys. We'll see you later.